All right, so we got one done. Of course, it's pouring on us. We're both soaked, but that's good. Well, I mean, we're getting there. Knocking that out. I need to go cut the rubber at the very top corners, though. Get that. Oh, that one's just sitting flipped up, so I need to get that one fixed. Learned that there, looking good. Of course, I'll have to come back and caulk them and all that stuff later, but for now, that's good. It's flattened it out, and it'll keep the rain out. Obviously, won't right now because we just got everything wet, but so we just got one more to do. So I got to go around and knock all the nails in, and then we'll do the same thing again. Alright, so we had quite the ordeal on getting this PVC plastic. We actually ordered it from Lowe's and got actually had delivery. I don't often do that, but it was gonna be a lot of boards, and I was ordering some other stuff, and I wanted to get it all done at one time. So we had them delivered, and it came, and it was two different colors, kind of like this door. See how that's a bright white and that's an off white. I still got to paint that. So anyway, the boards came and they were mixed matched. So I sent the ones that were wrong back, which was almost half the load, and I called the manager there while they were still here, and told him what's going on. Of course, he was a pretty decent dude. I was really surprised, Ron, and he actually said he was going to figure it out and let me know. He'd get right back to me or whatever. And the skew is the exact same for those off colored boards as the bright white boards. So because if it's a different manufacturer, usually it's a different skew. So he decided that he was going to run around all over the area and buy up the white ones and then bring them to his store, return them, and then ship them out to me, which I thought was pretty amazing. So a week later, you know, we're talking back and forth, whatever. During the time he actually called and followed up, but a week or two later, I guess 2 weeks later, we were still waiting on him. And he got the order ready. He called. And he's like, you're not gonna believe this. The next order that came in was the bright white again. So I don't know what was going on with that, but thank you, Ron, because he went way out his way. He went to all the stores across my area, finding the boards, getting me enough, and then getting them to me. So that's unusual in today's age, man. Usually these days it's like you're on your own, you know, whatever. Oh, sorry, I didn't get delivered. So great experience with Ron. Lowe's has been doing some crazy stuff lately that's kind of been bothering me, like not running the Cobalt tool line. You know, they're kind of moving to the Craftsman. Regardless of what they say, I really don't care what they say. That's what's in the store in my area. It's Craftsman, so it's hard to get Cobalt anymore. I don't like that. And I don't know. I just think that some of the things they're doing is kind of crazy. They're changing the military discount or whatever, which I'm grateful for. So don't get me wrong, I'm not complaining. They're doing things that are changing things that I don't like. Anyway, so Ron is a ray of sunshine in a world that's definitely changing. So thank you, Ron, for hooking us up, because man, we couldn't have it any other. I couldn't have two different colors on here, you know. So good morning, everybody. Hey, it's a rainy, nasty day, so I'm in here working on insulation this morning, and I thought, you know, I probably should get the camera out and video some of this because I've videoed the whole process, but up till now. But yeah, I've been putting insulation in. I know it's dark in here. I just don't have my lights hooked up yet. I did put the boxes in, so they're ready to go. I've been doing the wiring, but they take the cheap plastic clips, the good metal clamps that go in them, they don't fit. So the wires are in the way. So I'm gonna have to go get some plastic clips, but I'll probably do that Thursday when I go up and see my dad. I don't want to just make a trip to town and burn gas for no reason right now. But yeah, I'm right here. I just need to kind of continue on this wall. This wall's done already. This wall, I still need to get an HDMI cable to go from where I have the TV mount across and down over here to this top box where I will have my computer, so it'll come out there. And then I need to determine what I'm going to do with this one over here. I guess I'm probably not going to run a cable. So if I put a TV here, I guess that will be, well, I don't know. I guess it'll just run off the internet and whatever. So I'll figure that out. But this may be my military wall here anyway. I don't have one, and so I figure I'll throw some stuff up in my office so my wife doesn't have to look at it. But that'll be maybe that'll be military. So maybe my shadow box will plug in there. We'll see. Yeah, let me get busy on this insulation. I just thought I'd film some of it because I filmed the whole process, but then I really haven't been filming this, and I've done up there, and I've done half this wall, almost half this wall, and so it'd be easy except for they didn't frame it like 16. It's 16 on center, but it's way more than that, right? Because of windows. So you got to cut the long ways on these sheets, and whenever you cut a piece of insulation long ways, it just takes a lot of time, right? So. But I'll cut these sheets, get them in. That one looks easy, or one of these two is going to be easy. One of these is going to be a little bit short. And then all these little cracks and crevices, and then little crack, full sheet, cut piece, full, cut 3 foot short, full, and hopefully full. So you see what I'm up against. So it'll be a lot of cutting. And of course it's insulation, so it's nasty and whatever, but we'll get through it. Let's just shut our mouths and get busy. All right, let me get to work. All right, everyone, so I'm going to call it a day. I got this entire wall, except for this one sliver, which I'm going to make out of a scrap at some point, done. I kind of started on that and got around and kind of went out this way too. I thought about doing the ceiling. I might do a row up in the ceiling just to get going on it. But then I'm going to call it a day. I'm itching like crazy. I'm sweating. It's nasty. So looks like another storm's coming over too at some point here soon. Anyway, yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. I'll either show you more or I'm calling it a day. I'll see you tomorrow. I ain't decided yet. All right. right, well, I thought I was going to go take a shower, and I ended up just chucking along the ceiling, getting those pieces in. I still need to run a wire from there to that box, and I was waiting on those connectors. I may go ahead and run the wire so I can get these pieces in, so that'll be the flat part of the ceiling be done, and then I can start working on bringing insulation down. I probably won't do where the boxes are until I get them all clipped in and stuff, because I don't want to, well, I got to run the wires across, that's why. So until I do that, it is what it is. But anyway, I'll run that big wire across the top, probably just have it hanging on both sides, and then I can get this piece in and then that piece in, and then the flat part's done. So we've made pretty good headway today, I think. Not bad. Kind of relaxing while I'm talking to you. I'm beat and I'm itchy. Shower's gonna feel good. So we ended up farther than I thought we would. I've got the ceiling up there all the way across. I had to get another wire across there to do it, but I did that. I did my first run down just to see what it'd be like, and it's about 1 3/4 of a roll, which kind of sucks. I'm gonna be wasting a lot. So we got over here done. This wall is completely done all the way across. We got the corner there. I went ahead and put the 3 bats that I could get in here. Of course, I've already done the small piece that's there. Just fitting it in with what I have. So yeah, that's where we're at, little by little, you know what I mean? So I'm gonna look at this stuff, see what I have. If I have stuff that'll fit, like up here, I'll go ahead and do that. If I don't, then I'm done. So let me see what I got to go up in that holes up there above the window, and maybe I'll make this triangle, finish that off. Then I'm gonna call it a day, because I'm itching like crazy, and I just want to take a shower. So, all right, see you guys in a bit. Alright, I got a big mess going this morning. We washed the excavator, the side-by-side, and the tractor and the bus yesterday. So that's good. We got the bus put back in there and got the slides out so she's cleaned out for the winter. I do still need to work on that electrical stuff. Haven't even really been thinking about it too much. I just kind of, yeah. So I got to replace that solenoid. I did get the solenoid in for it. That's a whole different deal though. Anyway. So then I've been trying to figure out how to rearrange it so that I get more in here, because I need to get the dump truck in here, and I'd like to get the Corvette out of the basement. That's a whole deal, but I got 1 year to get it done, and I've already blown 4 months. So anyway, this morning though, or actually this weekend, I after we washed those, it started pouring raining. So I went ahead and did my electrical. So all my boxes for all the lights are all wired in. There's 8 on this side and 4 on this side. So they're ready to go. I don't even know if you can see them, but they're all in there ready to go. So the lights will go there, you know, that kind of a deal. And of course I'll just drill the holes after the drywall's up. Anyway, I just wanted to get to a point where I could drywall, right? There is one more line I need to run, which will be from this box through this out, so that I can put a light above the door. More of a looks thing than it is really practical, but whatever. I got the HDMI cable in, and I have put it in here for the TVs. So it goes across the top and then down, which will then be able to plug into my computer or whatever, and I can put whatever on the screen. So I got that done. And so that could all be insulated now. So it's just a matter of running that wire for that. And then I have one extra switch wire, which I'll just run a wire out and over, and then I can add that in later if I choose to. I thought about hooking it to the train so you come in and you can hit the switch and the train will run off the switch. I've also thought about putting it on a smart plug so that I could control it with my phone, or I could just put it on the schedule so it could come on, like do a lap every hour or something, I don't know, during the day. I thought that would be kind of cool. Yeah. All right, well, enough talk. Let me get busy. Again, I think I don't know. I was going to start there, but if I run that line, that's going to be in the way. So I'll probably start over here and just putz along and get that all done in. Everybody, hey, today it's rainy and it's cold, but I've kind of decided it's too cold really to do resin, so I'm going to kind of switch over and work on the office a little bit more. I haven't really touched it in a couple weeks, but one of the things I wanted to do in there was I wanted to put an airplane up in the top peak and hang it down, so, you know, what, at an angle or something. I just thought it'd be cool if I could find a big one. And then I'd put like a little motor in the front so the propeller could still spin and it would have lights. And so I ordered some low voltage wire that I need to get in before I do my insulation. And I'm basically just going to run it out over here. And I got a transformer to transform it from 120. So I'll figure all that out later, but I need to get this wired in before I insulated. So it's in, and then that's kind of what I had. That was kind of my excuse for not working on it. And I've been working on the boat a lot lately, and the Corvette, and my basement. So, yeah, all those things said, I've got the wire. I need to get it installed, and then I'll go back to shooting some insulation. All right, let's get to work. All right, so I finally got the line running through the roof. It took me forever because I had a bunch of phone calls, but there it is. It's extremely long, I know that, but I'm just going to leave it long until I figure out how the airplane's going to fit. But I assume there'll be 2 wires on the front and 1 on the tail to kind of hold it at an angle, and this will run down one of those wires, you know. I'll probably swap it out. I'll probably cut it at the top, put clips on it, and swap it out to clear wires. But, you know, I can do that in the future. But it's run down and run out, and then I just put the spool on the wall out here, so then I can just run it to wherever I need to later to put the transformer in and all that stuff, and then put it on some type of switch eventually. Where, I don't know, but I need to figure that out too. Anyway, in the meantime, I can get drywall, or drywall. I wish. Insulating. Let me get going. Woo! All right, I got it done all except for one piece. The one piece is because I had a leak somewhere, and it drips out there. That's where I can check it, because that's the edge of the insulation, or the rolled-on insulation, so it drips out over the overhang. But it does it when the winds are hitting really strong. So I want to leave that open to make sure that I got it. What I believe it was is there wasn't enough expanding foam in the drip edge on that wall. And so when I get a good gust of wind, it was blowing the rain over, and then that just kind of made its way that way on top of that foil sheet up there, the double bubble. So anyway, until I'm 100% sure that that's taken care of, I don't want to cover it, so that I can keep my eye on it. I still have all this to do over here. Sorry for all the lights in your eyes. I still have all this to do over here, but I think I'm done for the day. It looks like with what I have left that I have either just enough or just shy of what I need. We'll find out when we get there. But either way, I think it's going well. Pleased to get this done, because I wasn't going to do this today. So it kind of fell in there and worked out. So it's good. It's good. So we really just have this to go, and then that back wall, even though that's, I say just, that's a lot of work. I got to pull all that wood out of there and stack it out here. But I need to go through it, organize it and all that anyway. So I guess that'll be my reason to do it. All right, well, that's going to be it for me right now. I will see you next week. Hey, if you're enjoying this content, please don't forget to subscribe. You really help me out. I appreciate it. Thank you.